Today we are discussing an important topic that is related to the price of goods and services. And today we'll discuss the meaning of price, meaning of pricing, and the objective of the settle down any prices. So first we are going to start about is the meaning of price. Price is one of the very important and key terms for any goods and service manufacturer or producer, because the prices are deciding the amount of profits and as well as retention of the customers. So success of any organization, growth of any organization, and as well as their customer satisfaction, customers behavior, and this is all depends upon the cost of the goods and services provided to the consumer. So we are going to define right now what is the meaning of price. Now the meaning of price, that means it is a market value of products and services. So this is a market value of product and services. The price which is available in a market, that is known as a price. So it is always expressed in terms of money. The prices is always expressed in terms of money. I am taking an example to understand this. So suppose the cost of traveling from Kanpur to Delhi, that is 400 rupees or 1200 rupees or 2500 rupees, that is depends upon the category of the traveling. So the services is available from Kanpur to Delhi in the different prices. So these services are expressed in terms of money. Taking another example, suppose there is an air condition whose maximum retail price is 35,000. Now it is available in Kanpur 34,000. It is available in Delhi 33,000. So what is the market price for the customer? Market price for the customer in Kanpur market in terms of rupees is 34,000. Market price of air condition in Delhi market in terms of rupees is rupees 33,000. Taking another example of services. The services are always intangible, which cannot be touched and seen. So I am taking an example of the health services or health facility provided by the doctors. So the doctors health services in any ICU in Kanpur is near about 30,000 rupees per day. But if you want to avail these services in Delhi, so it is the cost is rupees 60,000 rupees per day. So services is also available in one place and another place, or in one market in another market in the different prices. So what is the meaning of price? Price is a value which is expressed in terms of money and in a particular market for particular goods and services. Sometimes the few producers also sold out the goods along with some services. So the goods along with some services. So what is the example? Suppose we are buying the car and the price of car is 4,50,000 rupees. So when we purchase a car, we are not only purchasing the car, but we are also purchasing a service which is after the sales. Now after sale service charges is 50,000 rupees is taken by the company along with the cost of car. So total amount paid is 4,50,000, which include the first service charges, second service charges and third service charges as on. So it is not compulsory कि only goods are sold it out and only services are sold it out, but there is a combination of the goods and services, both are sold out by the any producer or any service provider to the customers. So now we are discussing another point, that is pricing. So what is the meaning of price? Price, that means it is a price of goods and services in a market which is expressed in terms of money. So that is the meaning of price. Now we are discussing about the pricing. The meaning of pricing. Pricing is a process of translating the value of goods and services in the terms of money. So what is the meaning of process of translating? Suppose we are going to buy any product. So when we are discussing about the price of product, we are also discussing about the terms and condition of sales. So what is the terms and condition of sales? That is also a part of the pricing. So suppose the basic price of the any products, it's including the transportation cost. We are discussing on it, that is the part of transportation cost, or that is the part of terms and condition of the sale. So transportation cost may be bear by the seller, may be bear by the buyer. So that is the part to be considered at the time of making the payment or settle down the terms and condition. So in a basic price we consider the market price. Mode of payment, suppose we deliver the products to the consumer and consumer want to make delivery immediately, and we also want the money immediately. Now in this situation, the payment may be made in terms of cash immediately along with the delivery, or payment may be made either in installments or on credit. So these type of discussion is also a part while deciding the price. Another thing, discount and allowances. What discount is allowed by the seller to the consumer? So it is 10% discount or 5% discount or 2% discount. So these terms and condition is also a part of the pricing. So what we are concluding, that pricing is of any goods and services. It is a discussion about the terms and conditions of the sales and the after services provided by the any producer or any service provider to the consumer. There is a flexi pricing is also there right now. What is the meaning of flexi pricing? Flexi pricing, that means prices are charged by the service provider according to the demand into the market. Suppose we are giving an example of the trains. The few trains just like the Rajdhani and Shatabdis, they are having a flexi pricing policy. According to this policy, if you book the tickets before 120 days, then the prices may be differ. And if you are booking the tickets after or before 2 or 3 days, the prices may be differ. Same thing also in case of airways. So when we discuss about the airways flexi pricing, if the booking before 90 days or 60 days and before 1 day or the same day, prices may be charged by the service provider in the different rate. That is the meaning of flexi pricing. Sometimes for the different types of route, the service provider charge the different amount. So the pricing is a process by which the buyer and seller discuss and see the terms and condition of buying and selling, that may all are covered under the discussion of the pricing. So important thing, that is we have to maintain our customers, we have to maintain our growth of the business. So what is the main primary objective of the business? So we are discussing the objective of the business. So every business is always having a basic objective that here this must be always serviceable and it must be providing the growth. So what are the parameters to be considered before deciding any price of the commodities, before deciding any price of any services? That means the goods and services are always available into the market. That means the price in which the goods and services are always available into the market, that is known as firm must service. Another thing, the price is not only including the cost but also include the possibility of growth. So every businessman required certain growth in the business. So the basic objective of the pricing, that means firm must be serviceable and firm must be grow while deciding the any price of any products and service. I am giving an example. That means a firm, suppose the Samsung is a electronic goods producer, firm LG, that is also electronic goods producer. Both who are providing the same type of services, electronic goods, in the different point of view, in the different times. So the refrigerator available in the month of April is the price is different. Refrigerator available in the month of September price may also be different, and refrigerator in the month of January the price is also different. So the pricing of product is also different in the different point of time. So that is the main objective of every businessman, to decide the price of any commodity, that a commodity must be available into the market, must be serviceable, must be available into the market, and that price what we are charging from the customer, it's not only recover my cost, but it is also able to provide growth to the my business. So we are coming to the main point. While deciding the prices of the commodities, what are the factors to be considered? So when we discuss about the factors and what are the pricing of the commodities, that is the one of the very important thing to decide the price of any commodities. The first is target rate of return. Target rate of return. So target rate of return, in this we are discuss, that is the ensuring the sufficient amount of the profit and return according to the capital or investors. So each and every organization, each and every business is having certain target to earn the profits, and if these targets are fulfilled by the customers or by providing the services to the consumer, so there is a certain price is decided for each and every goods and services. So I am giving an example to clear this concept. First is I am giving the example of any fan manufacturing units or different competitors of the fan. So I am taking an example of Khaitan is one of the fan manufacturer. Oriental is also fan manufacturer. Usha is also fan manufacturers. So they all are putted the same amount of capital in this industry. What is the normal rate of return? That is the 20%. So after putting the 50 lakhs capital, the profit of 20%, that means the 10 lakh rupees. So 10 lakh rupees profit must be earned by the Khaitan in pricing of any products. Similarly, 10 lakh rupees profit must be earned by the Oriental by the earning 10 lakh rupees profit, and prices may be the consider. Similarly, the profit of 10 lakh may be also considered by the Usha Electronics, so to earn a profit of 10 lakh rupees. Suppose there is a 1200 rupees is the units to be produced, and cost is 12 lakh and profit is 10 lakh. So total price of 1200 rupees is 22 lakhs. That means the price per fan is 2200. Similarly, the 1000 units may also produced by the Oriental Insurance. The cost is 11 lakh 50,000 and the profit is 10 lakh and total is 21 lakh 50,000. So what is the market price? Market price is 2150 for the Oriental fan industries. Similarly, if the Usha Electronics producing the 1000 fans, cost is 1250, now total is 12 lakh 50,000, profit is also 10 lakh, now the total is 22 lakh 50,000. Now the price of per unit is 2250. What we are concluding, that means our profit is remain same. our profit is remain same. So what is the target of Khaitan to earn 10 lakh rupees profit? What is the target of Oriental to earn 10 lakh rupees? What is the target of Usha to earn 10 lakh rupees? So that is target rate of return, fixed rate of return, fixed amount of profit. So fixed amount of profit decide the market price. Fixed amount of profit decide the market price. So in case of Khaitan, the market price is 2200 rupees. Profit is still 10 lakh. But for the Oriental, there is a price is 2150. Profit is still 10 lakh rupees. Similarly, the prices for the Usha rupees 2250 per fan. Price is intact 10 lakh rupees. So that is the target rate of return. Target rate of return, that means we are already decided that this amount of profit must be required by the selling of our goods and services. So what is the advantage and what is the meaning of target rate of return? Target rate of return, another thing that we are going to consider, that is the total sale price. Total sale price exceed the total cost. Total sale price, that means revenue, exceed the total cost by the estimated profit. So total sale कितनी होनी चाहिए? Total sale आपकी cost में profit को हम add कर देंगे. So जो भी profit है that will be added to the cost, that is the total revenue, and our target is to earn profit. What is the advantage? It's ensure a reasonable return to the investor. We are decided that we have to give the 10% return to our shareholders, or 10% or 15% return to the shareholders. That can be only possible when we focus on the part of profit while deciding the selling price. So what is the advantage of this type of pricing? So there is a fixed return to the investor or fixed return to the capital contributor. Another thing, it's due not to lead the public criticism. We can justify to the public that our cost is increasing and our profit is same because we have to give the return to our investor. So they can justify the pricing of the product to the consumer. So that is the target rate of return. Target rate of return may we consider only, that is the what is the profit to be earned by the any business organization while deciding the any selling price of any goods and services. So that point is considered into the target rate of return. Now we are going to discuss the another point of view while deciding the price of any commodity, that is price stability. In a price stability objective of the any product and commodities, we consider that our price must be stable and each and every firm must be cut and eliminate the cyclic price fluctuations. That means in the month of April, July and January our price may remain same. So what is the prime objective? That means our price may be remain same in whole year, and we have to eliminate or cut the competition and as well as cyclic price fluctuation. Sometimes the raw materials or products are available in different rate in the different months, so they will affect the cost of our product. So when we affect the cost of our product, our prices is also going to increase and decrease, but we are not in a condition to increase or decrease the price by the minor fluctuation. So we have to avoid the price war, and for this purpose our objective is to our price may be remain same in all the seasons, in all the year of the particular product. So price stable help to plan a regular production, because there is a possibility that we are going to earn a fixed amount of profit, and for this we require the regular production. So regular production and the planned profit is always decide the amount of profit. Second thing, in the price stability, it may be create the rigidity. That means the prices are always same. Prices are always same throughout the year. So when the customer is buying any product in the month of April, May, June, July, August, September, so that means he know that this season the prices remain same. So that may be the objective must be kept by the policy decisions while making the price of any products and services. So what's happened in a market, a big firm or the leader of the market is always decide the price. So when leader of the market is decide the price, then the smaller firm may be also follow the price, because they cannot increase the price more than the price of product. So what is the example? Suppose a branded product is available in rupees 70 and the unbranded product must be below the 70. So that means the unbranded product is always following the price of the branded product. So that is the point must be considered while deciding any price of any goods and services. So they may be affect the possibility of the profits of any organization. Another thing, to avoid the price war, that means the same type of services may be provided by the two different producer, and there must be always a price war. Okay, this product is available in rupees 70, this available in 60, this available in 55. So there must be a fight between two them. So to avoid the price war, the large firms always advertise their prices into the national level. And what is the effect of this? Now the small level or small firms, they can also protected by the price decided by the branded producer or by the large producer. So suppose, what is the example for this? Suppose the branded product is available at rupees 70. Now non-branded product is available at rupees 50. Now producer of non-branded products knows that they have to manage our cost and profit within rupees 50. So protection is provided to the small firms, protection is provided to the non-branded manufacturers. So that may be also help it out to avoid the price stability. Price stability, one of the most important thing while deciding the price of commodities, because the prices of commodities is always fluctuating into the market. So when it's fluctuate into the market, it's affect the profit margin of any product or profit margin of any services. Another factor that is to be considered in the deciding the price market, that is the market share. What is the meaning of market share? That is the most important thing to understand this point. In a market share, there is decided by the customer base. So what is the customer base? So while deciding the price, we are consider the customer base or market share. What is the important? That is to maintain and improve, to maintaining and improving the market share in a growing market. So what is this? That is the pricing of any product and services. Pricing of any product and services depends upon market share. I am giving an example. Suppose this is a one market, UP market, and we are discussing about the Hero cycles or cycle market. What we are concluding, 70% cycles sold by the Hero company, or Hero bicycles are having a share of 70% in UP market, and Atlas cycles are having a share of 30% in UP market. So there is a fight between the Atlas cycle and Hero cycle. Now they are deciding the price. So while deciding the price by the Hero cycle and as well as the Atlas cycle, they consider the share 70% and 30%. If they increase the price, so there must be a possibility, must be change in the market share. If they decrease the price, there must be a possibility to change into the market share. So reasonable rate of return on investment, whatever amount is invested by the one company, and what is the expectation of profit of one company or one organization depends upon market share. He is holding the 30% customer base or 70% customer base. So if increasing the 70 to 80, so that means he is maybe earning the more profit from the same market. If the customer base is decreasing, then there is a possibility that whatever the investment in the market, they maybe not get the full amount of the profit. So what is the relations? So when our market share is increased, the rate of return or rate of profit is also going to increase. When our market rate is decreasing, so our rate of return is also going to decrease. So while deciding any price of any product and services, we must be consider what is the market share of my goods, what is the market share of my product. If we want to increase our product price, if we want to increase our goods and services price, our market share is also increasing, then we have possibility to get the more profits. If the market share is not going to increase with the increase in product and services, so there is a possibility that we are not able to earn a continuous profit in a long run. Another factor that is deciding our prices of goods and commodities or services, that is competition. Under this point of view, we are consider the competition. That means that for the one services, the 4 persons are competing. One person provide this same service in rupees 70, another producer provide in 65, another producer provide in rupees 63, and the new producer want to enter into the market, but he is not able to understand what is maybe the price of the commodity, because there is a price between the different competitors are there, 70 rupees, 65 rupees to 63 rupees. So what will be the price of the new producer? So while deciding the price of the goods and services, the new enter person or startup companies are always consider the competition between the various producer, the competition between the various service provider of the same services. So the competition is a one factor which is affecting the prices of goods and services. If new customer provide their goods and services below the cost price, if the new customer provide the goods and services below the cost price to fight the competition, there must be a possibility in a long run a firm cannot be survived. So for the survival of any firm, for the survival of any business, for the survival of any goods and service provider, the cost or pricing, the pricing is always more than cost for the running the business successfully and for the earnings, the profits, and provide the growth to the organization. What is the meaning of growth over here? Growth, that means we are opening one branch, another branch, and we are providing the services of one product. Now we are providing the services of another product. That may be the growth, and that may be the prevention of the competition. That may be the objective of this. Another objective of the pricing of product, that is the profit maximization. So profit maximization is the basic objective of any business or any service provider. So what are the factors to be considered while the maximizing the profits? First thing, it depends upon the pocket of customers. If the customer is having the good amount in the pocket, and the prices is also decided by the businessman according to their demands, and according to their demands. So that means the prices of product is a part of deciding the profit maximization. So in case of giving an example, Mr. A is having the 70,000 rupees, Mr. B is having 80,000 rupees, Mr. C is having 40,000 rupees. Now there is a one businessman and he is deciding the price for Mr. A is different, for Mr. B is also different, for Mr. C is also different. So the prices is also deciding the standard of living. So while deciding the price of any product and services, that means the income of the customer is considered, or level of the customer is considered. So the pricing the pricing objective is to depend upon the profit. We can charge the more profit, we can charge the more money from the person who is earning the more income, we can charge the less amount to the person those who are earning the less. So the profit earning is depends upon the customers and availability of the cost, and as well as the availability of customers also. The firm may try to charge as much the price as the customer bear. So the new firms or unbranded firms or small firms, they may be charged the price to the customers according to the pocket, according to the paying capacity, according to the requirement of the standard of living of one customers. So due to the high profits, and new enterprises will also attract into the industries. If we know that in this business there is a profit of 60% or 70%, so the new businessman is also entered in this profit and try to maximize their profit. So the maximization profit may be decided by the pricing of any product, and these prices may be available for the different type of goods and for the different type of services. These all are the objectives we must be consider while deciding any objective or while deciding any price of any goods and services.